Hey, welcome to this episode of the Stand Up Diet Podcast, hosted by Amanda Arnold and myself, Brady Smith. We talk about food and comedy and dentistry and kind of just whatever else might come up. I have a kind of a really special announcement to make. So
I like special announcements.
It's very special. In addition to the dental giveaway, the big dental giveaway we're doing towards Christmas, which you can still nominate someone if you know someone who is in need of we're calling it a full mouth rehabilitation. So whatever the needs are, we are going to pull out all the stops and fix someone. But you cannot nominate yourself. So please go to our website, standupdiet.com, and nominate someone. If you think you might want to, you might be the candidate, find a friend or a family member who will nominate you. But we will strictly say you cannot nominate yourself for this. But for those who want to nominate themselves, we are starting today, this episode.
Pimp your grill.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting for
Man,
3 days.
I really wanted to do that. Okay. Just get out of your system. Are you done?
Pimp your grill.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we're done. Okay, that's it. Okay, in addition to that giveaway, we're
You
starting. You
chose to do this with me.
I did. I know it.
Oh, I was so
We are starting another giveaway, and this is going to be a weekly giveaway.
It's huge.
This is $500 every week, and I already have a lot of other dentists who are interested in helping out. So
what if they don't live in Portland? Portland, Oregon. That's where we are.
Portland, Vancouver area, Portland, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington area. Obviously, you have to get to me. I'm the one giving it out. But if you know a dentist who lives in your area who might be interested in participating, we will pimp their dental office.
Nominate them.
In exchange for them also offering a $500 giveaway. This is going to be weekly, but here's the rules. This is important. There are some rules here. There's going to be a secret word sometime during the podcast.
It must be really secret because I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is yet. And you don't know when we're going to talk about it. Okay? But there's just going to be a secret word or phrase that I will reveal sometime during the podcast. When that is revealed, okay. I thought you were done. You said you were done, and then.
Well, that's like exciting news. Okay. You're going to reveal the word.
Oh, that's an exciting buzzer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I
Have
understand.
you never seen?
Now I understand it.
Okay.
So here are the rules. You have to email, first person to email me the secret word or phrase. Go to standupdiet.com or standupdiet@gmail.com. That's our email address. And the first person who emails us the secret word or phrase will get the $500 giveaway. It is usable only in one visit, and it can be gifted to somebody else. So if you want to gift it to somebody, that is acceptable.
Okay. Giving away $500 an episode.
$500 every episode.
$500
That's
in your
just for
mouth.
me. If I can get other dentists to participate, I'm anticipating more. Grounded. You're grounded, Amanda.
He hates it.
Okay. Hey, Amanda, who do we have with us today?
We have one of my favorite Portland comics, Becky Braunstein, everybody. You've done some stuff,
Hi.
Becky.
I've done a lot of stuff. Yeah.
You're like the festival queen.
I'm a doer of stuff. I do a lot of festivals. Yeah.
How many festivals have you done now?
Something like 21, maybe 22.
A lot of festivals.
Yeah.
Like, the
it's
festivals
the best.
are fun.
It's my favorite thing.
You've hands down done more festivals than anybody in Portland.
That's probably true.
Yeah. What's your favorite festival you've done?
I don't want to play favorites because then whatever the other festival will be like, why don't you say your festival? Some great ones are Bridgetown, RIP. Big Sky Comedy Festival in Billings, Montana is very, very good. It's like summer camp. You get to do activities. You ride around in a van.
Shout out to
Jessa Reed. Yep. Jessa. That's a really good time. Laughing Skull in Atlanta is fantastic. San Francisco Sketchfest is also wonderful. You know what? They're all great. They're all so good.
And it's just like summer camp for comedians.
Kind of.
That's what these festivals are.
Yeah, but it's like sort of an intense summer camp where you're like really trying to do your best and get seen by some industry folks and like make some connections.
So more like Boy Scout camp.
I remember a lot of singing and
for
popcorn.
Me, that's what I remember.
That
was a lot of work. I had to get merit badges.
We don't have those.
I had to weave baskets.
Merit badge? No, we get lanyards that you wear with your name on it. And you hang them on the door when you come home. And it's
there should be merit badges, so that would be kind of funny. No.
Comedy badges? Yeah.
I was just saying, my parents did not have it together enough to have me in any sort of Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or Bluebirds or what were the other ones?
I don't know. I did Girl Scouts, but I hated it, and it
But
was
you lived
not
in the
good.
woods. Becky's from Alaska. You're
I
from
am.
Anchorage.
I am indeed from Alaska. Yeah, just outside of Anchorage, actually, Eagle River. I don't know if anybody's
Shout out to Eagle
watching from
River.
99577.
No one is because we have
No.
statistics on our podcast and we
Cool.
have not got a
No
single
Alaskans?
download.
Well, let's
from
get
Alaska.
on this, people. You've
you-
got nothing better to do. I know. So tune in.
Can you give us some shares in Alaska so we can?
We need a download in Alaska like stat.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
make him
get you
feel better.
somebody.
We're
My
just-
mom will be on this for sure.
Yes.
Mrs. Braunstein.
So you grew up in the woods.
Essentially, I lived on a mountain
You were
in
feral.
Alaska. Yeah,
I love
very,
it.
very much
How old
so.
were you when you started wearing clothes?
8,
And how old were you when you started using utensils? 14.
12.
No, that's pretty amazing to grow up. I mean, in
Yeah.
Alaska.
Yeah.
I want to go on an Alaskan cruise
You should.
so bad.
It's fantastic.
Have
Yeah.
you been on one?
I have actually. I mean, kind of.
Was that just how you got to work?
It was more of a ferry. I dog sledded to work like a normal person. No,
Have
it,
you really dog sledded?
no, I haven't.
Yeah. 'cause
That disappointing for you?
there's well,
I've met several mushers and dogs.
I just picture you putting on lipstick on a dog sled, being like, "Whoa,
It
slow
wouldn't be
down."
easy to do. You're one of those people who does their makeup in the car, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
I hate you people. That's
I
not
know.
good. That's the safety first. What are you doing?
No.
We're all gonna die.
No.
I mean, we're all gonna die
You're right.
regardless, but let's
Well,
not
be doing
die in
that.
a makeup,
Let's
Brad.
I agree with Becky.
Right?
You should not be doing that.
Yeah, safety first.
Let's be pretty at all times.
That's your campaign slogan. All right.
That's what you tell the cop.
I'm sticking with "We're all gonna die."
Safety. You
Becky
could die.
2020.
And then you came to Portland how long ago?
I did. In 2010, I moved here on life's great adventure.
What is the food culture like in Alaska?
Food culture is a strong word. We we are very devoted to chain restaurants up there,
Oh,
such
really?
as Olive Garden, which we did not have until about 2012.
Hell yeah.
When that
You
thing
love
opened,
Olive Garden?
it shut down the city. Like, you couldn't get a table there unless you know somebody. Like, it was a nightmare.
That was the
Really?
elite.
Dairy Queen was a traffic jam that lasted for days. Yeah, I think they just got a Krispy Kreme donuts maybe, which was like a campfire story for like decades, and then it finally happened. We are insane. Like, Red Robin is a fancy place to go.
Wow, it's
It's
like
a
a date
different.
night.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah,
Red Robin
absolutely.
is my number one place to go.
Never-ending steak fries. Then you do
I
well
mean,
in Anchorage.
Their ranch is something out of this world.
Campfire sauce
With
is
unlimited fries, it's just
really the
like
ultimate.
you just camp out there.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I
It's so
steal their
good.
salt.
Do you?
No, I want to though. I think about it and then I'm always too
What a
scared.
strange thing to make up.
So many people do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was just
stole
at my-
steak knives from Sullivan's Steakhouse in Anchorage. Sorry, guys.
See?
I was
Oh, so you throw judgment at my salt, but you're like,
I took
"These
like two
steak-
of them."
These steak knives are good. My friend
What?
has like
You just
four
wanted them?
I
Just
didn't
like
mean
look-
to.
They just look good.
I was just a shithead, and my friends were bad. And
I
I got
feel like our sound guy has
peer
stole.
pressured.
Randall, have you
stolen things?
Salt, the seasoning salt from Red Robin?
This is the self-incrimination portion of our
Yeah,
podcast.
I know.
That's why I go to Red Robin.
This was a long time
We're out of
ago.
seasoning salt. Gotta go to Red Robin. It's really common. I know so many people that do it. Like,
That steal stuff?
no, just the seasoning salt from Red Robin.
Come on, everybody else is
Just
doing
that.
it.
Just that. Like, it's a thing that people. I think they
Yeah.
just
I mean,
know.
I can't blame some. I mean, it's delicious. It is delicious.
It's just Lowry.
I understand it.
I think it's just
obey and
Lowry's,
respect the
right?
law,
I'm not into it.
but I understand it. That's
I-
my position.
I haven't been to a Red Robin in probably 10 years, but I will say their whiskey ranch wrap thing is delicious.
Whiskey River?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
Why?
It gives me so many problems. It gives me so many problems.
Let's
just
just
won't
stick to
shut up.
that.
and it's
it
it's
is not
specific
worth
to the
it.
Whiskey River. Anything barbecue sauce. I think it's the barbecue sauce. The
I don't
Whiskey
like
River
barbecue
barbecue
sauce.
sauce.
That's
So they
gross.
add it on everything, and I can't order anything that has
I feel
Whiskey
ya.
River in the title.
Right on,
because
man.
I
I
would pay
wouldn't.
for it.
I wouldn't
It's
either.
really
I'm with
weird.
you.
Huh.
Can't be doing that.
We're gonna skip ahead here real quick because I'm starving and we're talking about food.
Yes.
We brought food. So the funny thing is, I'm gonna
Clearly.
I'm gonna let you talk about this, but real quick before you. No, go ahead and tell them
me to
about the
intro
food,
the restaurant?
and then I want to talk about the funny thing that I told you about when you got here about the food.
Okay, so we had Freshy volunteer to cater today's featured restaurant. So Freshy is kind of I would say like fast food adjacent, right? So it's called, I think they call themselves a fast casual restaurant, but they were founded by a Canadian. So it serves burritos, wraps, soups, salads, and frozen yogurt. Founded in 2005. Becky, do you have a question there?
No,
Well,
just
like
burritos from a Canadian. I don't know. I mean,
burritos from Canadians.
all right.
Like that's
what it
interesting.
is.
All right.
Let's see. It has since expanded to over 100 locations in countries including Canada, United States, Colombia, Peru, Sweden, Austria, Switzerland, Ireland, other ones.
I love that they're going. Hold on. Side note: they're going to places that have burritos and being like, "But have you tried our Canadian burritos?"
Sure. Yeah.
I can't wait to try these.
Right.
That's coming in swinging
It's
big.
a bold power move, I would say. They have franchises under development in Germany, Guatemala, and Saudi Arabia. Uh-oh. Let me rethink that one.
They love
Freshy.
burritos too.
Got some bad PR lately out of Saudi Arabia. Okay. As of January 2018, no, as of 2019, the company expects to have 760 locations. So I chose it. Usually we choose a restaurant that's like a legit restaurant, but I like Freshy.
Yeah, I've never had Freshy.
They are delicious. They use fresh
Are they
ingredients.
so fresh?
I
and so
enjoy
fresh
Freshy.
eat?
I've never had
The stuff
Freshy.
they've served us today, I have not actually had, so I'm very excited.
What do we have?
Okay, so we have a Tex-Mex burrito,
Okay.
Okay.
and in some kind of a firecracker type of
We'll have to cut this
wrapping.
apart.
Yep, and this is called the Pangoa salad.
Okay.
Okay, and we have a kale Caesar.
Okay.
And we have 3 drinks. They have really good smoothies, and one's called the Recovery Smoothie, one's called the Freshy Green, and the other one's called the Mighty Detox. I don't know exactly what's in everything, so this is going to be kind of a surprise.
I feel like I'm not talking in the microphone. I feel like one of us should. Well, I guess we could just. I almost feel like we should all just pick one
Yeah.
of
So,
the smoothies.
Becky, what sounds good to you?
One of the green ones for sure.
Take it. Do it.
Let's go Mighty Detox.
Okay, you're going to want to stir that because I can see that it's
All
already
right.
settling.
Settling.
Just
You know
stir
what?
that.
That is a little crazy. I'll go
Just
with green.
like your
Going with
wife.
green.
Maybe I'll just do the
Going
other
with
one.
green.
It's not doing
It's
that.
looking good. Green's
going
good.
yellow.
Good
I'm
green.
going the yellow recovery.
Yellow's never good. You know. That's
get it.
like
I get it, you guys. I need detox. I get it. All right.
It's really good. It's really good. Okay.
What's yours taste like? Your smoothie.
It is.
As something else.
It is. It is like a. Like a wave.
Describe it like a classic rock band.
Yeah.
Describe it like a classic rock band. That's
It's
right
like
up his alley.
it's like the Beach Boys
huh.
because it makes me feel so happy when I drink it. Uh oh. What happened to Amanda?
Nothing.
And it might be
like-
associated
We love you,
with
Freshy.
a murder cult.
I'm
Maybe.
Oh, the Mighty Detox.
Could be a rumor.
the
No
Mighty
bueno.
Detox. I'm gonna drink it, but it tastes like
Listen, you can't have 100% winners.
it. Well, I got the short straw. It tastes like lawn clippings. That's what it-
Mine does too, and in the best possible
Can-
way. This is delicious. No, this green
Can I
one,
taste
it tastes like you've been raking fall leaves and mowing the lawn, and like you just went out there and ate that whole feeling of like, you know, it's fall and what a nice time, and like grass is being mowed and leaves are being raked, and like you just put that through a juicer, it would be this. It's happiness in a dish. I love it.
Okay. Well, my
You like it?
second drink is appley. There's some apple in there.
There's grass, dirt. There's like notes of like leaves, bark maybe. I love it.
Leaves and bark.
If you've ever had a fantasy about eating the lawn and or trees, dirt, and leaves,
Is it
Freshy Green is for you.
Is it sweet?
It is. It's like maybe a few apples fell in there and you ran them over with the mower.
Mushed them,
Yeah.
mixed it with
Wonderful.
the lawn clippings.
Love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I like that description.
I would love
A
to
lot.
eat grass and dirt.
I love the smell of lawn clippings. It's nostalgic for me because I mowed so many lawns growing up.
Such a good smell. Yeah.
It's
I
a
have a
great
perfume
smell.
that's like grass flavored and
No kidding.
it's delicious. Yeah.
I'm interested in that.
I've been
perfume.
hoarding it for years. Actually, the Gap put out a scent called Grass, and it is now selling for
I
like
was gonna
over
say, is it from
$100
Anchorage? Is it-
online.
is
Really?
it
No, I
made in
just
Alaska?
it not made in Alaska, no, but
Awesome.
I've probably had it since then because I'm a hoarder.
Are you?
Not like legitimately like call a doctor, but like certainly a mess, and I don't like throwing things away.
I'm
let's do
actually
it.
hungry today, and I'm trying not to like just let you guys talk. Sorry.
Should we
go
do
ahead.
the secret word right now?
So how does tell me how do are you just gonna be like the secret word is in the next like 10 words or how does that
No,
work?
the secret word is, and I'll tell you the secret word.
Oh,
I'm going to say
I
it
thought they
out
had
loud
to guess
with my,
it.
with my voice. No,
It's not really a secret though.
right, but it makes the listener have to listen to the podcast to know the secret word. You can't email us and win the
Just
$500.
saying
I'm
secret is
so
a
dumb.
misleading
I was like,
label
well,
for that word.
we say so many words. How are they going to know what the
It's gonna be an
secret
open
word
secret.
is?
One of the words we said was a secret word.
Totally thought that
We're
was
going to get
it.
4 million emails.
I am only pretty. That's it.
The word which isn't secret.
What's the secret word?
What if I
Brady?
guess it and like I just say it and
I'm
no
just
one
going to
knows?
say it. We want
All
people to
right.
know the secret word. But the secret word this time is
Vote.
soft enamel. Soft enamel.
2 words, but okay.
Well,
All
it's a
right.
secret word or phrase.
Okay.
Soft enamel. And we chose that because
Sounds like a
people
tooth-
always say they have
tooth
soft
thing.
enamel.
Right? And it's not true. So if you go to a dentist and say, I have soft enamel, inside, they're laughing at you.
Huh.
Because it's not a real thing.
Good to know.
While we're talking about dentistry, and I'll quit shoving my face for
I'm
a minute.
not gonna quit doing
And
that
so,
because
well,
this
then
is
I'll
fun.
talk, so it gives you guys a chance.
You never get to chow down on a podcast.
I need my phone back so I can take pictures of the food because it looks really delicious. I heard a thing,
good.
and I want to know more about it, Brady. I heard
What's the thing you heard?
that they are growing teeth with stem cells.
Okay.
What are what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's definitely like research afoot.
No, let's talk about the shrug you just did. Meh. Let's yeah.
It's not going to result in anything that you'll see in your day-to-day dental office.
Okay.
That's my belief. So if they can create teeth, and if they did, if you think a dental implant is expensive, wait until you get a stem cell
Right?
tooth transplant. I mean, I can't imagine that starts anywhere less than $30,000 for one tooth.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
And implants work really, really well, and they're very, very close to a natural tooth. They definitely feel and function like a natural tooth. And so the technology with dental implants is so advanced that I just don't. It's a cool idea, definitely, and I'm interested in the science of that, but in the practicality of implementing
as
that
of now, yeah.
into like. So the idea is you get these stem cells and you can put it into the bone, and it just would bloop 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 sprout a tooth out of nowhere. But then you have different teeth. You have molars and premolars and incisors and canines and those are definitely predetermined. Like at birth, these buds of teeth are already predetermined to be a molar, a premolar. So the stem cell had to be specific to that. There's a lot of cool stuff about that. But
Baby tooth buds.
I have a patient that talks about that like once every 2 or 3 months. Someone comes in and asks me about stem cells.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
We're dentistry heavy today, but it's weird how much more now I'm noticing dentistry stuff hanging out with a dentist. So you notice stuff. So my question is, I have a person I know, and I'm sorry if they listen to the podcast,
They're gonna know.
but I call bullshit on your story.
Uh-oh.
She said that she's grown 3 separate sets of front teeth. You can speak freely.
Okay.
First thing that comes to your mind.
Okay. So 3 sets of teeth.
Yeah, and her teeth are beautiful and straight.
3 full sets of teeth.
Her front, she called them her front 6. And she said that she had to have surgery.
Like in rows, like one behind
They're
the other.
perfectly straight and pearly too. And she said what'll happen.
So let me.
Try not to burp on Mike. Sorry,
Like, are
guys.
we talking rows of teeth like a monster?
Not like a
going
shark.
back?
No, she said that the new ones will come in and they'll start pushing on the one she already has, and then she has to have surgery to have these ones pulled out so the new ones can come in. But
Yeah.
they're not mal-shaped. They're not mal-shapen.
She
Malshapen.
probably is
Yeah. Malformed.
mal-shaped. I like that.
Tom
term,
Cruise
malformed.
has a tooth in the middle
Yeah,
of his
malformed.
face.
Yeah, he sure does.
Saw
He
that
sure
on the
does.
internet.
She is probably under a notion that is just incorrect and doesn't understand her situation probably accurately.
You're so
You
much
could have
nicer
had-
than me. I'm like, I call bullshit. I think you're lying.
You could have like impacted canines possibly. The only situation that we know that 3 sets of teeth does exist is some infants are born with a couple of teeth. And they are kind of a precursory to
Terror.
their
Vampires.
baby teeth. But they lose them very quickly. And so technically that would be a 3rd set of teeth or a 1st set of teeth. Then your baby teeth would be your 2nd set, and then your adult's teeth would be your 3rd set.
She was just saying
But a
they
full
come-
entire set, I would say no. No, that would be.
So Brady, do you call bullshit on this?
I do.
Okay, cool.
I call mistaken understanding. Here's the thing:
That's very diplomatic of you.
lots of
He's
people.
the good
for
one,
you.
and I'm
I like
it's good
this.
cop, bad cop here. I get it.
Lots of people come in and they have these understandings that are different. A lot of people say like, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and then they grew back, and they don't know like, oh, that's not real. Like you can't like. It's not like you leave a piece in there and it sprouts up another tooth. Like you either took the wisdom tooth out or you did not take the wisdom tooth out.
They're not like plants where you can like.
And it's always
put it
like
on some
you know what it always
in the
is.
window.
It's always like they took out 2, and they left 2. So people have like 4 wisdom teeth, and they took out. But the people, the way they remember these circumstances, they will. It's like ingrained in their brain, and they cannot be convinced that it's something different. They say no. They took my wisdom teeth, which is why I don't fight people on that, because they get really upset when you start telling them that that what they think happened
didn't happen,
couldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I have a very interesting story actually about this. So I had a guy come in. He got really angry with me, and his teeth were like, half of the length of his teeth had been ground away. Okay, and it was very clear that his upper teeth and lower teeth fit together like a puzzle. So it was clear that he was grinding his teeth, maybe at night. But he told me, and he's like probably 50, mid-50s, and a little aggressive. And he told me when I was 6 years old, a dentist chopped my teeth in half. And he had this horror story of this dentist, and he says chopped his teeth in half. And that's why my teeth are the way that they are. And I said, well, it looks like you're grinding your teeth. And he gets mad, and he goes, do not tell me that I'm grinding my teeth. I've been told that before, and it's not true. A dentist hacked him in half. And that's what happened. And he gets really mad at me.
But you're so mad now, you're probably this mad when you're sleeping and grinding your teeth.
So, but I said to him, and how old were you? And he says 6. And I said, well, sir, you didn't have these teeth in your mouth when you were 6. They weren't even there. So it's 100%. And he's like, well, I might have been 8 or 9. And I said, you would have had to have been 14, 13, maybe.
Yeah.
But even at 8 or 9, the teeth that you have, and I said, I took and put a mirror in front of him, and he started getting mad, and I was just like, well,
you're like, calm down. I'm just trying to help.
I said, you know, you want me to provide for you a understanding of the pathology of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
If we understand that, we can attack it, we can treat it, you know, get you a night guard, fix you from grinding your teeth. And he was no. And then 2 hours later, I go to get dinner.
was there.
And he was waiting for me outside in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to fight this guy.
I was like, was this the first time you got your butt whooped?
No. But he just kind of came up to me, matter of fact, he's like, I just want you to know I left you a review online. And that's all he said. And I said, oh, thanks.
Thanks.
I knew it was a bad
supposed to
one.
say?
I wasn't getting a good review from him, but I just said, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're waiting to feel where the bullet's going to penetrate.
Right.
Please don't
I
do
was
that.
honestly like a little like, okay, where's my hiding place? Where's my hiding? Like I can hide behind that car. I can hide behind that car.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. And then he stopped in his car. Like he was in his truck and he drove up to me while I was walking. So he's in a car.
Oh.
And I was like, but that just goes to show you people have their idea of what happened. And it's not necessarily, I mean, it's really hard to convince them, even though in this story, like I know 100% he's wrong.
Yeah.
But he cannot be convinced that the way
different.
and he might have had some traumatic experience. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't 6 years old, and it wasn't some dentist chopping his teeth in half just to be sadomasochistic. I mean,
Sometimes
Yeah.
they give you drugs that kind of mess with your memory, like to sort of
Sure.
sedate you, and then the human brain like will fill in memories where there were none, just as a survival mechanism.
and he's been telling that story for
I
I,
would
don't know
think,
how
yeah.
long. So you tell that story, and this is just the story you tell, and it's
Yeah.
and you get into and that's just. But it's just like
the
no.
anger is bizarre to me.
The
though.
anger was bizarre. Yeah.
You said that you made a comment while we were setting up, Becky, that you're not a very good dental patient.
I'm not. I'm a dentist nightmare, and it's complicated
Why?
and weird. I mean,
Is
I
that the
have.
dentist's fault or is that your fault? Whose fault
I
is
don't
it?
know. I'm not sure.
Are we sharing
Jury's
blame?
still out.
Are we sharing blame on this?
I'm very open to possibilities on this. Which
Okay.
This is the very complex tale of my dental problems. Is that I first of all I have anxiety for any kind of
Yeah.
medical procedure because
Sure.
I've had some weird experiences that have not been good, and I just freaked out anyway. I have some kind of situation where I am very difficult to get numb for dental procedures, and it's been suggested that I'm resistant to local anesthetics. It's been suggested that the anatomy of my mouth
That
is
you're
such
resistant
that
okay.
I've had appointments where I've gone in and gotten the maximum amount of Novocaine that can be injected at any one time, and they have not
Doesn't
been able
work.
to get me numb, and they just say, "Go home,
sucks.
let's try again some other time."
Oh, that sucks.
And now I'm at the point where, and it hurts so bad. Like, I know it, I don't know.
done.
I think they're surprised at how much it hurts me, like getting the actual injections, like in my mouth and gums.
Amanda knows.
It's unbelievable pain. And I'm like, ugh. And the dentist is always like, what's wrong with you? Like, suck it up. Like, but I feel like it hurts really bad. And they're all acting like they're surprised that getting stabbed in the mouth hurts. And then to get like the maximum amount of Novocaine, and I still feel everything. I have so many teeth that need like so much work done, and I just like can't do it because it's so hard to get me to that numb place where it's possible.
No.
What do you think about giving people? I have so many questions for you today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For somebody that's scared like that, instead of waiting for a long-acting drug, or a drug that might take a long time for you to ingest, some dentists will give, Valium.
Sure.
But what about just a little bit of nitrous to just get them relaxed enough to?
Of course.
That's
super helpful.
Yeah,
Have you ever try any kind of anti-anxiety
Nitrous
drugs?
makes me throw up, so I cannot do that.
Okay.
But my dentist
That's a real
actually
bummer.
gives me a medication that is usually used as a date rape drug to
Ruh-roh.
not only get
gives you
me
Rufinol?
to calm down, but also kind of forget. It's called Halcyon.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like it because it also makes me feel kind of emotional and like
Do you
out of
forget?
control and like whoa.
Do you forget your
No,
appointments?
not completely.
Okay.
It's just like
Because Halcyon's
I'm
one
out
of the
of
ones
it.
where
It works.
it's not consistent, but you do get people, it's reported. I've had patients report to me, as much as I don't remember 2 days of my life after taking Halcyon.
This didn't
and I don't know if
happen.
that's embellishing a little bit. Some people do that, but I do. But they do report that they don't remember the visit, which I think is fantastic, especially if you have high anxiety about it. But
Do you think that the pain is? And then we'll move on. But do you think that the pain is a little bit psychological?
No, it's absolutely real. No, because I've
hesitation.
experienced a lot of things. I've had every kind of pain there is. I've gone through every kind of procedure there is.
Is it okay for me to bring you've went through much bigger things?
Yeah,
Is that okay to
absolutely.
talk about?
Yeah, sure,
Like
sure.
Becky's like basically a cancer ninja, and like you're a cancer survivor.
I am a cancer survivor. That is true.
High five, yo.
Thank you.
You're
okay.
welcome.
Doing pretty good. I've been clear for a while. My
long?
numbers went up recently, just a couple weeks ago at a blood test that I did, which makes me a little scared. But my doctor is hoping that it's just a fluke. So.
Yeah.
But
You had thyroid cancer.
I did. I had metastatic thyroid cancer. They took out my thyroid. They took out a bunch of lymph nodes. It wasn't gone, so we had to go back in. I've had 3 surgeries now, 2 radiations. They've taken out like 80 lymph nodes or something out of the side of my face. I'm all like numb to the touch. It's really quite weird.
Yeah.
The radiation process actually sort of destroys your salivary glands a little bit.
Yes.
And then you have like dental
blanket
problems for the
shedding
rest
on
of your
you.
life. And
Right.
yeah, I've got like
Yeah.
fur all over me. It's getting weird, but
yeah.
So
how
I'm-
old were
yeah,
you
my
when you were
mouth's a mess.
diagnosed?
I was 27.
And what was the clue? Like what was going on?
I was getting diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune condition where your body like eats your thyroid.
And it's not very common. Right? From
It's
what I've
not.
heard?
I mean, I don't know if I'd say that it was common, but it's not like really rare and weird. I mean, I've met
Okay.
several people who've had it.
Okay.
But I had it my whole life and didn't know, and I apparently had a pretty severe case of it when they took my thyroid out. The surgeon said it was like the worst thyroid he's ever seen in his 30-year career.
I wonder what that looks like.
He said
Did you
it
get
was
to see
pretty
it?
gross. He said you could barely tell it was a thyroid. It was so destroyed. No, I don't get to see it. Like, take it out,
that's
put it
my
on
whole
the
thing. Being a
table.
vet tech ruined me. Like I want to see all the things. No,
I'm good never seeing that.
Yeah.
For sure. And so it's gone now.
So you have no thyroid,
I do not have a thyroid. I take medication to live.
and people can live without thyroid stuff.
You can. It's not as good. It's not like a perfect replacement, but it's fine.
It works. Yeah.
I'm here. My eyes
Can
are
you do
blinking.
a thyroid transplant?
They did something like that in Russia with rats. I don't know how it went, but I'm hoping someday that
You don't
will
want
be
a rat's
possible.
thyroid.
I don't. No, I'm going to
Tiny,
need like
tiny.
a full size.
I know a lot about rats.
Do you?
You don't want
I
the thyroid.
dissected a rat in
you?
high school. I failed biology, and I was able to do a
that's just
take-home
not
assignment
appreciate.
where I brought home a rat to dissect in a pan, and I dissected it with my brother's help on my parents' balcony, and then I failed to like finish it and write the report and turn it in, so I got no credit and dissected a rat for nothing and failed again.
You just kept the experience of like except dissecting the rat.
It's not something that leaves you. That smell stays with you forever.
true.
The feeling of
It's terrible.
slicing through rat flesh is not a good one.
Okay, that's probably fair.
But you, as a dentist, I feel like do things that are much more terrifying and disgusting,
Well, he dissected a person. And
that's-
such as
that's
stabbing
subjective.
people in the gums.
That's subjective, right?
Why do you enjoy this thing that you do? It's
I don't know that I
horrifying.
enjoy stabbing people in the gums.
It's
there are
the
some.
science.
Oh, I've had some people that I really.
Don't say that because I have such anxiety about like thinking that my
but
dentist
they're
hates me.
bad people. They're bad people.
he's really good at what he does.
They're
only-
not-
my
they're
only
not just, like,
feedback
emotional
about Brady
messes
is
who
he
are,
has
like, really
really
scared.
big hands. So there's a lot of like like pulling your face open.
It's true.
But he was great. Like he didn't. Yeah, I had an amazing experience, and I mean, I know we talk about my teeth a lot, but my teeth weren't that bad before. Well, to a non-dentist.
Yeah.
But I love my teeth. The only thing that hurt was that I'd never been stabbed in the palate before.
Yeah, those suck.
Uh-huh.
Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't tell me where he was going. I was like, I ain't doing this.
Can't tell you.
That is unbelievable pain. And why does the dentist act like I'm freaking out on a crazy person because I'm like, oh,
No,
that
he
hurts.
talked me through it.
you
He's
know
like,
that
no,
hurts?
I tell people this is a mean.
It hurts
I
so
say this is what I
bad.
say. I say this is a mean one.
yep. And then when he's doing it, he's like, I know. It's not fun. You're almost.
Oh, this is terrible.
That's kind of helpful, though. That's better
No.
than being like, why are you crying?
No,
You know,
he's
like,
great. His
acknowledge the pain. That's very helpful for
Yeah, no,
patients.
I think that I do that. I think dentists get in the routine of like they just do it all the time, and they see so many people who can take it like champs, and there are people who can. They're not even phased by it. So it's like,
I'm pretty
why can't you be
resilient.
more like that patient, right? But everyone's so super different, and their threshold for pain is different. The way they interpret pain, the way they react is different. Their
staring on
nerves are different. The mental state is different for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's just there's so many variables. So we try to be as understanding as we can. I know that it sucks. Do you know how we learn how to do
do it
anesthesia?
to each other.
Yeah.
You get a buddy in dental school, and you just rotate through. And
Nope.
for like 3 weeks, that was I went to my anesthesia rotation, and it was okay. Today we're doing teeth 2 and 3, and we do 2 and 3, and then the next day it's 4 and 5, and then we just start rotating through the mouth and and then we learn how to numb everything that we need to learn how to numb.
Do you think that you could numb like a body part for amputation? Like if it was like the apocalypse?
100%. Yeah, especially if I had the internet handy. I
Yeah.
could totally do it.
I love this.
I like-
This is awesome.
I apocalypse fantasize a lot.
Me too.
So now
it's like my entire life.
love
It's
it.
most of my day because of the thyroid thing. Like I have to take pills to live, right? So like they make those pills out of pig thyroids,
so you
right?
gotta know where to
So
go for
there's
that.
no pigs
Yeah.
here, so I figure I'm gonna have to hunt and kill people and like eat their thyroids or whatever. I've been looking up
Definitely.
recipes and I've been finding like textbooks from the 1800s where they first started doing procedures on thyroids, and I need to like figure out the anatomy and like how to remove a thyroid, how to clean it, which parts are usable, how much. To dry
I
up.
don't know
and
if I've ever loved you more than right now.
You gotta be ready for this shit. You
I
gotta be
think-
ready.
I think we got Becky's trailer for
Yes.
for an
Oh,
episode.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, that's
I'm
I'm
great.
looking forward to the apocalypse. I'm going
Stick
to
with
lean
me
in
because I
and
have
enjoy it.
3 very good friends that are veterinarians, and now I have
Perfect.
a dentist.
Great. We've
I
got a
feel
squad
like
here.
my skills would keep me alive. Like if I ran into a group of humans who were like
Yeah.
bad humans,
Yeah.
like Negan people from like The Walking Dead, like I'd be like, I'm a dentist. They're like, oh, you're in. You're in. We need a
So you
dentist.
wa- gonna
you
wa-
need a dentist.
Are you gonna? Oh shit! Are you gonna? That was fun. That's a out blooper. Are you gonna watch this season?
Yeah, but I usually wait till there's a bunch of episodes.
too, so
and
I can
just
push
I
through.
cram through them because if I do it episode per episode, I hate it. I hate the show.
Because it's too slow.
It's too slow and it's too much like. Oh, there's too
This
much
might be the last
drama. Like dramatic acting, which I'm just like zombie. Come on.
Becky,
Do
do
it.
you
I do
watch
not
things?
watch- I do
no,
not
do you
watch
watch
that show.
things?
Things?
Are you a
I
thing?
watch a
Are
few
you a
things.
Netflix watch? What do you watch?
I've watched a couple of shows.
Everybody, but what
I've
are
seen
your
a few.
shows?
I've
What
taken a
do
few
you
peeks.
like? You're home alone,
you
and
know-
you're like, I can watch whatever I want.
Well, I've been rewatching 6 Feet Under, which has taken months and months and months. But we just watched Maniac on Netflix. That was great. We've been rewatching Monty Python, Jeeves and Wooster, Blackadder. All we do is watch TV, actually. I'm realizing my entire life is just staring at a screen.
Watch. There's a new one. I want you to watch it too because I'm really curious. It's a show that I watched last night. It's just one episode. It's not really a movie. It's not really a documentary. It's this magician guy that's been doing comedy and mind manipulation and hypnotizing people for like 30 years. I know.
Okay.
And nope, hold on.
Are you cringing too? Because I'm cringing.
Hold on.
I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
Hold on.
magician
Okay.
just kind of.
Yeah, you
I
had me
know.
at magician.
Good. Brad Williams. That's all I can think of is how much he hates
Oh, man.
magicians.
Mm-hmm.
But
We
anyway,
talked about that at Helium.
Yeah.
he hates magicians.
Yeah,
he
not
freaked
into
out
it.
on the podcast.
All the pageantry, the whole like mind freak. Fuck
Well,
them.
this is more one of those guys that. Well, anyway, so he does this
Sorry,
thing where he
Chris.
does a casting call. They think they're going to be on a reality TV show. They're not on a reality TV show. It's just this one guy, and the whole climax of the show is to see if he'll take a bullet for somebody that he does not share the same. So basically, the guy's kind of a bigot, and he doesn't like illegal aliens. And during the interview, it comes out that he's
And
like,
he's a magician?
no, the magician.
Magician's
doesn't have-
taking the bullet for
Magician's
this other
the victim.
stranger.
I'm not good at this. It's real back. This magician's like, let's do a social experiment. Let's do a
God.
Let's make somebody think that they're being a part. They're a part of a documentary.
Why you got to do that to somebody? You know, it's messing with their emotions.
It ends really well though.
It's like
It's
lottery
a feel
tickets,
good.
man.
It's a
I hate
feel
that.
good.
I hate that so much. It's so mean.
I don't like that
I
either.
don't remember the name of it. All right, tell you guys about it. So,
So it sounds like there's a magician in this story.
Sure. Yeah, I heard something about a magician.
There was something about a magician
well.
and
There's a bigot.
And a bigot.
He hates foreigners.
he
Is
ends
that
up,
true?
They do his DNA. He ends up being,
Son of a bitch. So now he hates himself.
No, he loves himself and everybody. And he does. He takes the bullet for the guy. It's not a real bullet. He ends up in a bar and he thinks the car broke down and he's in Nevada and there's some bikers there and they attack this Hispanic guy and they're going to shoot him. And
but that's all made up.
This sounds expensive.
it's like Truman Show. Isn't Truman Show where he's living his
But
life
they
and
didn't really attack
And
a
like
a
that, what
Hispanic
would you
man.
do?
No.
They just staged
Everybody's actors.
the attack of a
Except
Hispanic
for
man.
the
Was
guy.
it really Hispanic?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Or his Spanish was impeccable.
It'd be messed up if they were like imitating other races. Now
Oh my
I think
God,
we've
can
crossed
you
the line
imagine?
at that point. Maybe.
I wanna. You wanna play a game, Becky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Yes, I do.
I like games.
I love a good
Oh, you
game.
and your
It's
game?
gonna be me. Okay. We got 2 games.
Like Scrabble or
Nope.
something you made up.
Or something you made up.
Charades.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 products that I found on Craigslist. Okay, I'm not gonna lie for this. I found them on the Facebook Marketplace. Actually,
That's not a real thing.
Facebook Marketplace is awesome. It's way better
Really?
than. It's really,
It
really,
seems
really
shady.
awesome.
I'm sketched out.
No, it's really, really cool. A lot of people are using it now that are in this century.
Oh.
So
Ooh, snap.
I have 3 products.
Okay.
You just got to tell me which one somebody was really selling.
All right. I'm plugged in. I got this.
You got this? All right. A clear phone with neon parts, like I talk about in my joke. A Diva Cup, still in the box. A half full box of Kleenex. Like opened.
No way is someone selling a half full box of Kleenex. So I'm going to rule that right out.
Only one's real?
Only one's real.
Diva Cup sounds plausible just because it's boring and like, who gives a shit? The clear phone with the neon parts. I had that phone in the 90s. Like I had for sure that phone. Somebody could definitely be selling that phone. I mean, like I would probably pay for a phone like that just for the nostalgic value.
Is that your final answer then?
But that's too nice. That's something I'd be too excited about. The Diva Cup thing, that's boring. That's like pretty random. Like you could have just wandered around Walmart and just pointed to a shelf and like picked that out at random. Going with the phone. Phone, final answer.
It was a Diva Cup that was open, and I beg to differ that
I
that's
knew it!
boring. Who
that's
sells
not boring.
a Diva Cup that says the seal has been broken?
Oh,
That's trouble.
The seal has been broken.
never break the seal.
Who
That's
sells
rule
their Diva
number
Cup?
one.
So for those of you that don't know what a Diva Cup is,
I don't fully know what it is. I kind of have an idea, but not.
It's a
completely.
cup
I know
that
what it
you squeeze like this, and you insert into your
Sure.
and
Yeah.
it collects all the blood from your. I'm sorry if people are.
That sounds ambitious. I don't know. Maybe we're
Yeah, I don't know.
different
I ju-
level of
or trust.
flow or
Yeah, trust.
I believe there's
for
a
me.
measuring tool of some sort so you can measure, for people who like to measure their flow.
No,
Yes, there is.
That's not a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
I don't have that much time.
There are
Like,
people
I
who
don't-
you
like to
imagine?
know if their flow is heavier or lighter, and they measure it.
That's something
Maybe
you can
for
really
health
eyeball.
concerns.
I know somebody.
I feel like
I know somebody. I know somebody.
Do you want to play your game now?
Yeah, I got a quiz for you.
all right. I love
It's
games.
me against you.
This is fun.
It is Alaska themed
Oh shit!
because I like to.
He likes me to lose.
I like Amanda to lose, so I always go with
It'll
give
probably
the
be
advantage to
tough,
our guests.
Weird one.
Okay,
All right.
true, false.
Okay.
Hold on. So she knows. We just blurt out the question.
Blur them out.
There's
You're
no like.
technically in competition with Amanda.
I'm gonna lose.
True, false.
So true.
True, false. It is illegal to give a moose a beer in Alaska.
True.
False.
That's true. That's true.
Oh.
It's one of those obscure laws that like they still in the books, and no one knows why.
You
but,
will die, man. That's
Yeah.
a terrible idea. Moose kill
Well,
the
that-
shit out of people.
Oh right, yeah. But it would be funny to give a moose some beer.
Meese.
You think that now.
But it had to be a lot because the moose was a very
I like
large
my new
animal.
spot.
There was a moose in Anchorage who got loose and started eating like crab apples on trees that had been fermented and became intoxicated and was running around town drunk and disorderly. And they said to
bedlam.
just wait for it to like sleep it off or whatever. It was fine.
Fall asleep under a bench.
We have fun.
Treat it just like dad, you know?
There he goes.
Okay. In Alaska, record-setting sizes of produce have been recorded.
True.
Including, this is not true or false, this is multiple choice.
Oh.
But I love the participation.
I was like,
Including a 35-pound broccoli, 65-pound cantaloupe, and 138-pound cabbage. And this is common in Alaska because A, the soil is more fertile due to less pollution. B, Jesus has blessed the earth in Alaska. C, Santa Claus lives there, and consequently, magic. D, very long summer days.
D.
D.
That's right, very long summer days.
I've seen those cabbages. They are huge. At the state fair, they're
Yeah.
like so big you could like get inside of them. They do big pumpkins, big
Wow.
cabbages. I saw some like I think there was
That's
like an
some
eggplant,
slop,
some
man.
other like big
I didn't know that.
vegetables is our shit.
I went
Yeah.
deep down the Alaska trivia rabbit hole today. Next question: how big is Alaska?
Huge. It is massive.
We're gonna accept that answer. That is, all answers are acceptable.
Bigger than
so
you can
How
imagine.
many acres is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
No one
big.
does. It's like almost the
It's
size
Narnia.
of the entire continental 48 states. It's like
It has more
so big.
shoreline than all 49 states combined.
It's where
Bigger
Yeah.
than Texas
Yeah.
by a long shot.
And if you east to west, because you have these Aleutian Islands that go way far
Almost to
west.
Russia.
Yeah. It spans the length of the United States, about 3,000 miles.
wow.
Yeah, we're not
Interesting
joking around
fact.
up there.
Yeah, no, you're not. What percent of people in Alaska are
Bigfoot
just
lives.
there avoiding the authorities?
100.
94, at least 90. I'm gonna go 94.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to defer to the Alaskan resident here. I said 50, but I literally just made it up. So I thought that's probably a pretty good figure.
I mean,
50%.
a lot. There's a whole show about it.
I mean, that's where I'd go.
I do a joke about this, but yeah, if you want to like disappear and hide from the man, like take the train up to like Talkeetna and like jump out almost to like Hurricane Pass.
Right.
They will never see you again.
Right.
Will I be able to survive? Well,
No,
this
no.
face, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Somebody will.
Of
Somebody
the
will take
10
me in.
strongest earthquakes that have ever been recorded in the world, how many occurred in Alaska?
At least one, for sure.
How-
but probably
Out of how many?
That's the question, man. I can't give
No,
you the answer.
no, out of
That's
how
not
many?
the way this works.
Out of how many?
Out of 10.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
I'll say
6.
3.
3. Nice job. 3. I didn't realize that's a
She
big.
saw it on the street.
The
I saw her.
64 earthquake was a hell of a thing. Like a quarter of the town like slid into the ocean and like killed
Yeah,
all
it
the
was
trees.
like
it
a
was gnarly.
1964 was like
Yeah,
a 9.2.
Yeah.
It was huge, and it was in
for sure.
the center
Next
of Alaska.
question.
The moose were.
It's called rapid fire questions for
Before
a
my
reason.
time.
It's
I'm
never.
young,
Okay,
so-
name a famous person from Alaska.
Sarah Palin.
Becky Braunstein.
She wins
Oh.
for sure.
Okay, Becky Braunstein has deferred to Amanda for the win there. Last question, not Alaska related, but top 3 hottest Disney princesses, excluding personality.
Aladdin.
No, princesses.
Yeah, Aladdin.
What's the new Hawaiian one? What's her name?
Stitch.
Yeah,
Moana.
Moana.
Stitch.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's a good cartoon. Stitch. Hold on. What was the little
What
robot
about those
guy?
witches in Sleeping Beauty? Make it pink, make it blue. They were pretty cool.
Oh yeah. You know who I always
are
wanted to be?
Terrible at this question.
I wanted to be one of the doo-wop girls in also a dentistry movie, funny enough. Little Shop of Horrors. I wanted to be one of the doo-wop girls. I didn't even want to be the lead girl. Like,
So that's not Disney.
yeah. I don't objectify princesses.
It's a good movie.
Okay, I'll tell you.
though.
Elsa,
I don't know. her.
Jasmine. You don't know who Elsa is?
I do not.
Because it was a terrible movie.
I like
I'm
that.
not into Disney. I gotta be honest.
Okay, well,
I never.
I like
am a
I
little
like
bit,
Frozen.
Okay, and then Elsa, Jasmine, and Belle. Although Belle,
Beauty
that's
and
why I
the
said
Beast,
exclude the
okay,
personality
sure.
because I don't
Hermione.
like.
Oh,
She's
what? Because
Hermione
she's well
is-
read. That ruins it.
She was Hermione in the most recent one. Belle.
I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah. And then
What's the
Ariel
That's how
would
close
be
we
top
are.
3, but of course we have a unique complication.
She's sort of
doesn't have
helpless and kind of a sucker. So
and her
good
lower
luck
half
with
of her
that.
body is a fish body,
Yeah.
which
But let's not
presents a
be
unique.
ableist. Let's not exclude people.
Yeah.
Is
Have
that
you-
a person though?
half
Brings
of
us to
her
our
wrist?
next topic: Are
What are
mermaid
you,
people?
pro-life? Is
Becky?
this
Have
going to
you
be like
seen
some
that?
kind of
Mermaid lives
anti-choice
matter. Is that what you
ambush?
wanna say?
Mermaids life matter.
Mermen.
mermen.
Mer people.
Mer-
Ethel
people.
Merman.
Merfolk. There
I
was
care
a
about them
documentary like 5 or 6
Oh,
years ago.
Amanda.
No, hold on. No,
That wasn't a
This does not reflect on me. There was a documentary that was very, very. It was kind of like
Wait, the mermaid documentary?
yeah, where people
I know
thought
I know
for
it.
like a week that there were mermaids. People
With
like
their
thought it was real.
manatees and sea cows.
I remember
and
this.
shit.
No,
I
this
watched
was
this.
Platypuses.
these were people dressed up like mermaids.
Okay.
These were like this was a
Like
hoax.
furries.
This
Oh.
was a hoax.
Okay.
It was kind of like when they thought the people back in the 50s when they thought space aliens were coming.
Like the Roswell.
They
Yeah.
did, though. I mean, that happened.
Well,
For
yeah.
sure.
No,
For sure.
but when
For
they did
sure.
it on the
For
radio,
For sure.
like
Orson Welles and
Yeah.
like the War of
Yeah.
the Worlds? Okay.
it was a modern version, not as well pulled off, on Discovery Channel with mermaids. Just saying. Christine Levine, I know you believed it.
Your summaries of like TV programs and movies
I'm gonna
are
work on it.
just.
I'm gonna
So
work on it.
good.
I'm gonna get better at it.
I feel like I watched it. I mean,
I know. I'm a better comic than I am about telling about movies. Becky Braunstein was a good guest. And now,
can I be on the roast
She's
battle
a-
now?
if you want to, I
can't.
passed you.
You
December
did, and
5th.
I chickened out because
you
I
afraid
can't.
of a roast
I
battle?
can't take it very much. So I'm not good at being mean to other people. I can't take people being mean to me.
Okay.
I'm not meant for.
There have been a lot of people that have not enjoyed
I have to
it
be
after
like-
they said yes.
I have to be like genuinely mistreated, and then I can go off. Like if someone offends me,
That's heavy.
then I can go off on them. But
Sure.
like a roast battle, I would never be good at that either because I can't just like, okay, I'm gonna say mean things about you now. Like you have to like offend me, and then I'm like, oh, you.
But that's what you don't want, right? You don't want it to be real
No,
and
right,
you don't
personal.
that's
want
the
it to be
problem.
real and personal.
Is
I-
that
but
I
I
would be
can't-
like, excuse me, what you say?
I got
love-
roasted in school enough. I'm
The
good.
last one was the best between Noriko Ott,
He
who's
seems like
episode
he would
one.
be really good
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah,
Tori
oh, yeah.
Ward, who you guys don't
Oh,
know,
man.
she was
She's
my my partner for the festival. Noriko, she looks like the girl off Handmaid's Tale. She kind of
She does.
She has
Elizabeth
like,
Moss,
Yeah,
she does,
It was like the
yeah.
big eyes and always kind of not like she looks sad. Like that's just her natural
Sad
face.
look.
That's okay.
It's fine. She's beautiful. And Noriko told her that she didn't have resting bitch face, that she had resting miscarriage face. She always looked sad.
Oh my god.
But then,
But he won. He won.
then she turned around and said, Noriko, because Noriko's mom, you may not find this as, have you heard what okay, so
Not recently, but
Noriko's
yeah.
mom has cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
And Tori's dad died right before she said this, so don't get all but hurt to our listeners.
Yeah.
Tori said that if his career would have blossomed as quickly as the tumor in his mom's chest, then he would have still been in New York. And I died. And I didn't think he was going to come back.
That's straight savagery.
I didn't think he was going to come back.
Savage AF.
And then he
That
told
is-
her that she looked like, see, I have to be there for it to be a good story.
This is why I don't do this.
And then he
man.
told her
You should
she
not.
constantly looks like
Good decision,
somebody.
Becky.
He's like, why do you always look like you're running from wolves next to a cold river?
That's fair.
And he won. It was great. Adam Posse actually did, and I'm sorry that we
Is he
name
a
drop a
good
lot on the
person?
show, a lot of Portland comics.
It's all we have as comedians, and we live for it. so.
Yeah, you'll get Google some of these people.
For real.
If
they're
you don't
really
know who
funny.
they are really
Yeah.
funny. Adam Posse is a very large Samoan comic. And
Can't
he's
miss him.
And he's sitting right in the back of that one. And at the end, there's 3 comics. And I told everybody through the whole thing, do not vote for somebody you don't want to go to the next level. Because people are always going to be like, clappy, clap. No, don't clap if you don't want them to make it through. So we're like, Jeremiah Coughlin, everybody. And there's some people were like, bleh. So Jeremiah walks off. And then I was like, Chase Brockett, everybody. Nobody clapped. It was silent. And you hear Adam Posse in the back go, no! Died again. It was so funny. So, yeah, that's how Noriko won.
Wow.
That was so great.
Oh,
What do you
man.
got? Becky, you have a great show called Becky
I
with the
do.
Good Jokes.
Yeah, Becky with the Good Jokes. It's monthly at the Funhouse Lounge in Portland. We do fun video bits that we sometimes post online.
Have you made it through yet? Are you doing duplicate bookings yet?
I have booked 2 people twice now.
Yeah.
We're just starting to dip our toes. You might end up back. We'll see. But yeah, I try to book diverse and interesting lineups of top comedians and fantastic musical guests, and we have prizes and surprises, and we share
It's a
good news,
great
and there's
show.
a confetti
This is
finale.
a live
and
show that's also
Yes.
recorded for.
It should be. We
No,
filmed
okay.
a lot of it, and we tried to turn it into a web show, but it turns out editing video is really hard and takes a long time. So
Only
That
if we
did
knew
not-
somebody that knew how to do that. You don't have any more
You
time.
can't have them. You can't have them. Sorry.
I would love to throw money at this problem very much,
Oh,
but
well, then we do have
unfortunately,
something
So
Enough said.
no. Yeah, it's a wonderful show, and I'm
you
very
can use
proud
our
of
sound
it.
guy if maybe you needed a funny girl in your show, but I guess not. So
Oh
we'll just
snap!
sit there.
Does your show require a dentist?
Kidding. We all want to come on your
I
show,
don't
is
know.
what we're saying.
I do gift bags
drill on
where
some-
She
I
does
give
gift bags. That's the only
I
reason I
give
want to do
gift
it again.
bags to the performers and to audience members as prizes, and I would be happy to put some sort of dental gift into those bags if you would be so kind as to become a sponsor. You'd get an ad in the slideshow.
Ooh. Okay. Piqued my interest.
Backstage root
hey, I
canals
have
in
a
between
story.
acts.
Can I tell a story?
Yeah.
have
I'd
a
love to
story.
hear your story.
So I have a story that I think is really funny, and I want to share it because it helped me realize the plight of women.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. So let me set this up. 2012, 2013. I'm living in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm out for an evening jog. Okay. Normal neighborhood. And I'm out for an evening jog, and this big red Suburban starts going, it's coming behind me, and it goes very slow. And they're slowing down. So I stop because they clearly want to talk to me. The back window rolls down, and this zit-faced teenager throws his head out the window, and I say, "Hey, how's it going?" And he says, "Nice cock." And then they drive away.
Oh my God.
And I'm left there like, at first I was super confused. And then I got really angry, like super angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
So he says that to me, and then I'm like looking at my pants and like running in place to see like, am I like
Bouncing.
flopping, or am I being obscene in public? Is that what's going on? And I'm being called out now?
Which
Yeah.
would still not make it your fault. Just point it
Right.
out.
That's true.
I dressed, and I was just the way I was dressed. I was asking for it.
Yeah.
But then I was so mad, and I was like, "Oh, I hope they turn around." And I started playing out these scenarios in my head, like if they turn around. So I grabbed some river rock from the house's landscaping that was right next to. They had like these like smooth river rocks, right, like golf ball size river rocks. And I grabbed 2 of them.
You're going to throw them
And
at the car.
I keep on running, right? Keep on going, right? And I'm just like in my head, I'm going through these scenarios. If they turn, I'm seriously going to throw this rock at their car, and then they're all going to come out. I'm going to fight all of them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight all of them.
Okay.
Like I wanted to fight them, so I was like in my head, I was like, they better turn around. Never happened. Never saw the car again. Got done with my run. Got back home. Put the river rocks in my own yard, and
No, those are your memory rocks.
my memory rocks from my anger, my rage, and.
But you understand now what it feels like.
Okay, so I talked to my wife. I told my wife the story. I was like, so funny thing happened on my jog. This kid said, "Nice cock" to me as he drove away. And she's like, immediately she's like, "Well, let me see you run." And so she wanted to see what I was looking like when I was running. She's like, "Nothing to see there."
Oh, buddy.
It's all right. It's all right.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, nothing to see there. And then,
Well, it's
and
me,
then,
guys
and then
bind
she
that
said,
up
she
to
made a
run.
comment like, "Yeah, welcome to my world." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I don't like being catcalled." And that one experience kind of flipped my whole like perception of like, yeah, that sucks, and
Yeah.
it makes me angry, and I wanted to kill them. And like, if I was a woman and that was happening to me,
All the time.
I would, and I could overpower the person doing it. Oh, I would be a murderer. That's just what I would just be a murderer. That's what would happen. I would just murder people who did that.
Are you sure that's what they said, though? What if they said something that sounded like nice cock, but it wasn't?
Nice rocks.
I mean,
Nice
some other
clock.
thing. I don't
Were
know.
you carrying a clock?
I am
I just picture
Mice
Brady with
rock.
this clock.
100% sure.
Yeah, I picture you actually carrying a
But
clock.
what a weird thing to
and then-
say.
Clock while I run.
I mean, if you were going to yell out the window at us, I'm trying to get in the
Yeah.
mind of the zit-faced teenage boy who yells out of a
let's
car
figure
window.
this out right now.
If I was
been
going to
years
yell
from now.
out of a car window as a zit-faced teenage boy at a stranger,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that nice cock would be something that would even cross my mind as a brainstorm. So I'm wondering
You've never
what
been
the
a
motivation.
young male teenager, though. That is
True.
right on par with what I would have been doing something
Really?
like that when I was a teenager.
Not like
I-
fuck
'Cause there's
you
other,
or
there's
like
other teenagers in the
Elvis
Some other
car.
thing.
Lives. I used to yell that.
There's
Really?
other teenagers in the car, so he was just trying to make them laugh.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
what-
were probably like, "Hey, say to this guy, nice cock, and we'll drive away and laugh." Like,
Yep.
And he was like,
listen to
"Oh,
this guy.
nice
He's like,
cock."
okay, I'm gonna tell this guy he's a nice
Yeah.
cock.
Not based in reality whatsoever, which catcalling does not have to be, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I was like, not like worried that I'm gonna get like sexually assaulted. Like,
sure.
Yeah. It just stopped there for you.
but that's not the worry. Like, but I was worried for my wife when she goes on runs. Like, I don't want that guy.
I had.
I've been catcalled by guys in
when I
vehicles
used
just
to run-
walking, minding my business.
It's terrible. It's terrible, and I didn't realize it till then. Like, because I was always
Get her a little hand taser.
embarrassingly so. You guys
I had one.
Get her a gun.
keep in mind. I've changed my views, but embarrassingly so. I always thought, oh, you should be grateful someone's like thinking you're hot.
Yeah. No.
But no.
No, it's
that
weird.
one experience
It's
kind
not
of
what
totally
it's
changed my
about.
whole perception of like, no, it's not.
You're growing.
No.
I
It's nice.
appreciate
It was
that.
2012. I'm so woke now.
Yeah, you're so
Don't worry,
woke.
don't worry about how woke I am. I'm super woke.
I used to trail run when I was at my fittest. I know. I ran.
Like run on trails.
Yeah, I used to trail.
It's just how it sounds. All right.
Trail running is so much easier on your joints and stuff. Sure. But it's also in wooded areas by yourself. And my ex bought me. It was about the size of those round things that you put toothbrushes in. It's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Like those old toothbrush holders. And it had a strap that went around my wrist. And so if somebody took it from me, they couldn't use it on me. But it had a flashlight and it had a taser on it.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
the night I got it, we went to watch football at a bar by our house. And one of the guys was like, dude, that's so small. It's not going to, that'll never take anybody down. And I was like, well, it's fully charged. He let me do it.
Yeah.
He had Carhartts on, and he was like, I was like, where is it okay to tase you? He's like, tase me wherever you think it'll take me to my knees. And I was like, okay. And I got him right on the thin skin of his inner thigh.
Yeah.
Like, right where your thighs rub
Yeah.
together.
And what happened? Took him
Tasty.
down?
Bro.
Took him right to his knees.
Okay.
And we got it on Amazon. Took him right to his knees. And he
That's
was
great.
he was like, wow, I had no idea.
Yeah. But I'm definitely for like concealed carry for women or having weapons. But that's the thing is like I go jogging now. I don't need that. Like
Yeah.
it's just like a
Yeah.
advantage that I have that I'm not worried about that. So I'm not like
My brother and I were talking about
need
that,
a
how
gun to
you
go-
how men can kill people with their bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
And as women, we don't understand what that feels like. That's an interesting thing
I've
to
had
think
some
about.
gnarly nightmares. I think I'm ready. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
if
I would
I had to.
I would try.
The analogy would be if I was trail running and I ran like a real risk of like bears coming out and being like, "Hey, you're looking real delicious."
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "Oh, I gotta be afraid of this bear, right?"
Yeah.
Like that would be like nothing. There's nothing that exists that men can like
Yeah.
even against other men. I'd be like,
Well,
"I'm not
average
afraid of you."
size. I mean, I guess if you're real
Yeah.
tiny,
Sure.
sizes. But I would say, 5'8" and above, like
Yeah.
you can, nothing against our men under 5'8". Well, let's go 5'5". I'm sorry, you guys. 5'5".
We do have something against men under 5'5".
Yeah,
definitely, definitely under 5'5". Get lost, right?
My dad
High
says
five.
he's 5'5", but I think he's probably 5'4".
High five to short for short.
Wow.
My dad 5'5". My mom
Wow.
5'10".
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I am 5'11". My dad is 6'2". My mom's 5'8". My brother's 6'8". We are tall, solid people.
How tall are you?
5'11".
5'11"?
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah. My mom was like 5'10", 5'10 and a half. Me and my dad looked like we were just visiting like the elves. All right, what do you have coming up, Becky?
Well,
Chat about
I
yourself.
have a special coming out on Epix pretty soon as part of Unprotected Sets produced by Wanda Sykes and Paige Hurwitz. I'm very excited about that. I believe it will air in either November or December.
When did you record it?
I filmed it here in Portland in late August,
Okay.
and that was really exciting. I've seen some of the episodes come out, and they're really good, so
Yeah.
I'm super pumped about that.
Noriko was just on one, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He featured on Zainab Johnson's
Zainab
episode.
Johnson.
Yep,
Yeah.
they showed him, and
Yeah.
he did great, and it
Well,
looked
that's the
real
same
good.
show.
We filmed at the same live show, so
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's actually 3 of us who like headlined, and then there was like some other comedians who like kind of opened and hosted, and they
Yeah.
chop it up and they interview you and they ask you about your childhood, and like
Oh, cool.
I got way too emotional and I looked like garbage and I sweated a lot and my hair was terrible and
shut up.
these are the things you don't think about, and then you do.
Yeah.
What else you got coming? Anything else? When's your next Becky with the good jokes?
The next Becky with the Good Jokes is Saturday, October 27th. I don't know if this will come out
Before then?
before
That's
then,
fine. But it's once a month, right?
next
Sure.
Saturday. It is once a month. Yeah, we're taking off November to spend time with our families, and then December is going to be a spectacular show on the 29th at the Funhouse Lounge in Portland.
Awesome.
It's going to be a great lineup and a really good time.
So it's always the last Saturday of the month.
Usually the last Saturday of the month.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes second to last. You never quite know.
So if you're in Portland, last Saturday of the month, I'll be at Helium December 5th.
Ooh.
I will also be with Murray Valeriano, who is going to be on our show.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He's going to come hang out. You'll love Murray.
Okay.
Murray had open heart.
I'll take your word for it.
He was supposed to be at my festival, and he thought he had the flu. He's vegetarian and healthy and surfs every day, and he had a leaky heart. And he had open heart surgery, so he couldn't come to my festival.
Did
Did you get a doctor's note from him?
I did.
You should.
Yeah.
Leaky heart.
I've heard
Not
the
our-
old leaky heart,
Yeah.
leaky heart excuse
Yeah.
100 times.
Like, really, you even put a big scar on your chest?
Yeah, I like drew it on with makeup.
A leaky heart?
He had a leaky heart valve. Yeah. He was bleeding out into his chest, and he was in Tri-Cities on a triple run.
Oh my god!
And I was like, don't die on a triple run.
what a terrible place to die. Yeah.
But I'll be at the Beach Club in Lincoln City in November 9th, and I will be in Lyle, Washington. This is not going to air. Our sound guy's doing this at me right now. Follow us on the internet.
BeckyBraunstein.com
Yes.
for my upcoming show dates.
And on the on
Becky from
Facebook.
Alaska on Twitter. Becky Braunstein on Instagram. And I'm on Facebook grudgingly. I hate social media, but I'm there.
You got to do
Loves it. She does
Gotta
these
do it.
cover girl.
Bad for society, but
She does. I hate it, but I'm
magazine
awesome
covers?
at it.
Yeah, it's fun,
I love
model.
her magazine covers are amazing. They're
I
like
love that
Vogue
people like them.
and all those, but it's her phone with her face on it on the
Yeah.
cover, but they line up perfectly.
It's more real somehow.
They're amazing.
so-
I like that. I like that.
You
Can
can,
I plug my stuff?
oh yeah.
I'll be at Comfort Dental all the damn time. So
Yay.
if you need me, that's where I'll be, guys.
But wait a minute.
I
Wouldn't
got hella tight dental jokes.
you have hella tight dental skills,
Yeah, that's what I got too.
and if they actually know what the secret word was, they could come see you.
Soft enamel.
Soft enamel.
Soft enamel.
Yeah.
Soft enamel.
Hey.
So if you know
I'm gonna
that,
turn into a different kind of podcast.
that's secret. Give us a
I
call.
feel like I've been on that podcast
Pick
too.
up the phone. If you know the secret word and you email us, you can get Brady $500 of Brady's magic hands
That's right.
to
That's
fix
right.
up Pimp Your Grill.
So tell all your friends, have them follow us, because these are going to be weekly giveaways. Oh,
You
no.
hate
Oh, you're
it.
doing it. She's
You
doing it.
hate it. Why do you
Do
hate
it.
it so much? How do you not know what this sound is?
I mean, I think I do in my heart, but then I was like, what's that actually from?
It's an air
I know
horn.
it's an air horn, but
they
like,
do it at
there's
sports.
There's a song that like has that. Yeah, it's the Drake, Kanye West, and Jay-Z. What's that song?
It's like
No.
in the background of every song, you know?
I don't know. I was
now I'm gonna
downloading
have to figure
buttons
that
the other
out.
day.
Okay.
I have the. This is my serious.
I like that.
Okay, so standupdiet.com.
I think we can stop recording right about now.
Don't.
Nope, I gotta.
Oh, you got to plug us. Do
yeah,
that. Sorry.
He's done with us. Did you hear that?
I need more.
Oh,
Thank Freshy. Let's thank Freshy too.
Freshy,
Freshy.
you're so fresh and so clean. It was
Everything
delicious.
was delicious.
Great smoothie.
Except
It was good.
for, I think
It was fine. I drank
the
it.
detox was
It was-
not the hottest item, but I don't think you're ever drinking the detox drink for its deliciousness.
Is detox ever fun?
No,
I don't know. Talk
no.
to
But the salad, the kale Caesar was
Dr.
really
Phil.
good.
I don't know.
The recovery smoothie was really good.
Courtney Love. would
Courtney
know.
Love. Yeah, she would know about detox. The Freshy green smoothie was absolutely delicious. It tastes like fall and lawns and leaves and grass and dirt, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Becky, we love you.
I love you as well.
Please follow us on Stand Up Diet on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at your mom's house, and I love your faces. Bye.